Well, net zany is the wacky, weird world of net zero policies. We were just talking to about those policies with Matt Canavan. Over in America, Donald Trump has slammed Keir Starmer's net zero policies. So we've seen that. He's attacked that. As Matt himself just said, in New Zealand, they've abandoned Jacinda Ardern's net zero policy. So all around the world, they are abandoning net zany, as we call it. James.
Well, yeah, and I mean, this is so crucial because around the world, Trump attacked, as you say, Starmer for all of the wind farms and said you should get drilling in the North Sea. Absolutely right. But also, the UK has been going hell for leather on nuclear. In the last week, we've seen other countries in Europe say, we're going to lift our nuclear bans. We're going to go on nuclear. We're going to start doing nuclear again. We're going to restart our nuclear plants. The Biden administration, Democrats on the left had a big push for nuclear. And you'll remember that they went to that big meeting in Dubai and all signed on to that big global nuclear agreement. Now, this idea that the laws of physics somehow don't apply here in Australia, which is basically what Labor and, a lot of the moderate wing of the Liberal Party, which are heavily invested personally in renewables, like to say, is an absolute nonsense. And I'll tell you something. I've been thinking so much about this because I've been traveling the last week. As you know, I wasn't here last week. And, I started to say this before. We are about to embark on this whole new revolution of AI. And I've spoken to a lot of people in the business, the last couple of weeks, and they have all said to me, this is a big industrial project as much as it is a high-tech project. You need big turbine spinning inertial power. That's what you get from gas. That's what you get from coal. That's what you get from nuclear. You do not get that, despite what Mike Cannon-Brookes said the other day, from batteries and solar and wind power. How we saw what happened in Spain the other day. We're still waiting for the official report, but we know how much reliance they have on that. And the thing that occurs to me is we have deindustrialized as a country in a shocking way. The other night, I was in Tokyo, and I was at the airport bar having a drink, and across the airport in Tokyo, you can see the flames of a refinery going. Japan is a serious industrialized nation. We are not a serious industrialized nation anymore. We don't refine our own petrol. We don't make our own fertilizer for our farms anymore. We don't do any of these things that we need to, and it's a national security issue. It's an economic issue. Greg Sheridan had it right. We're a nation in decline if we don't fix this. But look at what the rest of the world is doing. Why are we somehow special that we're immune to the laws of physics and economics?
Well, we're not,
and Albanese thinks that we can just get this done.
This is why we've had the biggest fall in living standards in the developed world. We're not immune. And you said we're not a serious industrial nation. Right now, we're not a serious nation. We are just defying reality. And Trump is not only turbocharging drilling, he is actually also turbocharging nuclear energy. He has just signed several executive orders in that direction. He wants to get rid of the over-regulation.
Fishing, baby, fishing.
Well, because as James said, he understands the future of AI and that you need power.
Tons of energy.
To give the Democrats some credit, a lot of this stuff is backed by the Democrats when it comes to nuclear energy, because they also understand. And Obama was enormous in fracking. He was also interested in getting America to be energy independent. But here in Australia, we're still clinging on to this fantasy that renewables are the cheapest form of energy. It's laughable. Have a look at your bill if you think that's true. And we are pursuing that. And when you've got an opposition who is not clear in their position, who are half pregnant with signing up to net zero, well, it's no wonder that people are confused.
The reality, Rita, is that this country is cursed by a bunch of grifters. Renewables grifters who are milking the system, rorting the system, making themselves very wealthy at your expense. Just as Rita says, check your electricity bills, plus all the subsidies that your taxes go to rather than doing sensible things around the country. These grifters have completely corrupted our political system, which is why the Nats and the Liberal Party and the Coalition are struggling. Do we go net zero? Do we not? Because they are at the beck and call of these very same grifters. It's an absolute national disgrace, and we are all paying through the teeth. And Rita is 100% correct. We are not a serious nation any longer, and we're going to find out very soon just how unserious we are, James.
Well, exactly right. And, it is, I don't want to harp on about it. I don't want to scare people. It's a national security issue, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay? I mean, look at what's happening in the Pacific. Look at what China is planning. Look at Taiwan. Look at what's happening in the Pacific, how everything is pivoting towards a big conflict in the Pacific. If we get cut off and we don't have fertilizer, if we don't have fuel, if they cut our cables, we know what all of those missions to circumnavigate and chart all of the undersea cables and everything around Australia that connects us to the world was all about. We could be toast in 30 days or less, and the idea that China has is just make us surrender and bend to their will without firing a shot. And at the moment, Anthony Albanese, Labour, and a lot of Liberal moderates are delivering the country to our enemies on a silver platter if we do not do something to turn this around. It's really urgent. It's, people keep saying, oh, well, it's like the 1930s in Europe. Well, hey, it's like the 1930s here too, guys.